Mr. Bell, what up?
What's going on?
Man, we hear you now.
Man, about time, God. Got
So,
me juggling with the phone.
yeah, man, I don't know, man. Apologies with the technical difficulties. We would have loved to have you on video, but we know it's fight week, man, and we wanted to get you on right before your fight. You out in Atlanta. February 26th is going down, man. What could you tell us about how you're feeling, how camp was, and just going into this fight?
Everything been good. I'm feeling great. Just knocking the last couple pounds off and going through my final steps of preparation. Camp was good as always. It's been a longer one because the fight's been canceled. So I just been in the gym from one fight to the next. So everything good, and I'm just ready to finally get back in the ring Saturday and do what I do best, win.
I wanted to get right into it, man. You know, I really don't hold any punches back, but I'm sure being a former top ranked fighter, you've noticed that Terrence Crawford has a lawsuit against them.
hmm Yes, sir.
I don't want to put you in any uncomfortable situation, but I feel like you may have some sort of feelings on the way they treat black fighters because you are undefeated. Gabriel Flores was undefeated. Numerous fighters on top rank avoided you, and you're the one that's cut. Gabriel Flores lost, and he's not cut. Are you feeling some type of way? Is what I want to know.
No, it wasn't a cut situation. It was me asking for a release because I wasn't getting the fights that I wanted. It wasn't that Top Rank came to me and cut me or nothing like that.
I mean,
I
isn't
just
that the
asked,
same
you know what I
thing
mean?
though? Isn't that the same thing? It's like
No,
you can't get the
cut is
fight.
like getting dropped.
I hear
Right,
you.
right,
No,
right. I feel you, but cut is like getting dropped. The release is me asking because I want to go a different direction. You know what I mean? Because what it wasn't going how I expected it to go or getting the fights that I thought I was gonna get. So it was me making a personal decision for that was best for my career to ask for a release. So at that time, cut is like they don't like what you're doing or you lose and they just drop you. It wasn't one of those situations, but. I get
but
what you were saying and how you're comparing the two, but I definitely do I think I deserve some fights that I should have got there? Absolutely.
Which fights in particular do you feel that they should have gotten you?
Against some other top guys, man, that's contenders. You know what I mean? Probably the Gabriel Flores fight. The what's the name? What's the name? Cancio. I could have fought Cancio. I could have fought. I could have fought the Kasey. What's the guy that just the Robinson kid? What's his name? The one just fought Oscar Valdez. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I could have fought Oscar Valdez. I could have fought the Jamil here. I could have fought any of them guys. You know what I mean? After I beat Andy Vinicius, becoming he was in line for a title shot. I felt like I should have got that since I knocked him off, and then I was ranked higher than the guy that just fought Oscar Valdez his last fight for the WBC. He wasn't even in the WBC rankings. They put him in at number 15, and then he got the fight. I was like number 7 at the time when that fight was made. It was just a lot of fights that could have been made that wasn't brought my way, or it was allowed people to duck me.
And what would they tell you when you're asking about these fights and and they're continuously not getting them for you?
Um, you know, it's like they'll say this and that, but at the end of the day, it come down to the fighters as well. As far as the contenders, you got to put the blame on them just as much as them because they would offer me the fights. I would say yes on my end, and they would say no. They can't put the fighters on the shelf just because the way they want to determine their career. Some people just like taking easy routes or easy fights and trying to pick and choose, but it backfired like with the Flores kid. He thought he was going to get an easier fighting a 126 pounder, but it went a different route. But at the end of the day, it's still on the fighters that's to make these fights happen and agree to these fights because they do. One thing I say, Top Rank did offer me a lot of these fights. I didn't get offered the Valdez fight, but the Jamil Heron fight, they offered me that. The Flores kid, they offered me that. But them guys didn't went a different route.
So they offered you Valdez as well.
No, they never offered me Valdez. That was the fight I didn't get offered. That was the fight that I actually wanted. So that one I didn't get.
You know, Albert, obviously, number 8 in the rankings for the WBO, number 13 in the WBC. What after this fight? You know, I feel like this is more of like a you know, kind of like a stay busy fight, get back in the ring and whatnot. But you know, now with your freedom and you know being a free agent, what would you like to see next? Obviously not looking past Saturday, but what would you like to see next to not just move up those rankings, but put yourself in a position to, you know, contend for something?
You know, this Saturday I definitely look at it as a stay busy fight as well. You know what I mean? Just to knock the rust off, keep staying active, and hopefully move up a little bit in the ranking or keep my name hot in the rankings. But after this fight, not looking past it, I definitely would want another top guy or, you know what I mean, somebody in the world rankings at least to stay in that mix or get closer to a title eliminator or a title shot. After this fight, it'll put me at 21-0. I'm independent. I could actually, it's easy to make fights with me, you know what I mean, as far as all the platforms. I'm not tied to nobody. I can fight on any platform, and I'm open to fighting any of the top guys. So it should be easy to make a good fight, you know, whether it's a fight with Chris Colbert, what the guys on Dazn that's about to fight each other, Kid Galahad, and
Hold
Castaneda.
up, champ. Hold up. You crossing the grain, bro. You coming at Chris? You want some little Chris Colbert?
Shit. Yeah, we talked about it on the DMs. You know what I mean? He said after he get the title, he'll give me a shot. So hopefully he just sticks to. I mean, I want him to take care of his business Saturday as well, and then hopefully we can make that happen down the line. Because I got him beating Roger Gutierrez fairly easily, in my opinion. So hopefully they can quickly make that happen, and me and him could, you know, fight each other in a battle, undefeated young black fighters. You know.
Where would you want that fight to happen at?
It really don't matter. Probably somewhere neutral ground, but I don't have no problem going on the East Coast either.
Are you familiar with him? Like you've ever shared the ring, seen him in the amateurs? I mean, because he's a pretty slick fighter. That's not an easy fight.
Yeah, everybody's slick. That's what we don't, you know what I mean? Everybody's slick. That's what we fight for. You want the best to fight the best. I believe he's one of the best. I give him his credit where it's due. But at the same time, that's what gets you up at every day to go run and train harder. You know what I mean? Like, I'm one of them. I don't do all that. Want the worst champion and picking. Nah.
Now,
you know what I mean? But
what about a guy like O'Shaquie Foster? Because I'm gonna be real. You know, Chris may say he giving you a shot, but I feel like it might be difficult to give you a shot if he wins, because he gonna be next in line to unify with Shakur. I know that's not an easy fight to make because it's top ranked PBC, but you know that's probably what's gonna be on the front of his mind once he does win. You know. I'm not saying he won't double back and give you your opportunity, but you know, if you was in his shoes, you gonna go for the 3-belt unification versus
right for the back. Yeah, for the back.
Yeah. So, is there any other names?
Entertaining to me. Like I said, like the guys, like any of the top guys, as long as it makes sense and it put me in a position to either get to a world title or a title eliminator, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I don't really do no ducking or dodging no names. I know mostly everybody got dates right now, so I'm just trying to take care of what I got to take care of. Then, you know, we had come to the tables and figure out what we need to figure out as far as who, what, where, and why. But they offered me the Jorge Castaneda kid. He beat Lil Ota from my city. We definitely want to get that back, and he's been upsetting some prospects. So that was one of the names on the zone. But now he's fighting Kid Galahad. They offered me that. I accepted that, but they end up fighting each other. So hopefully when they get done, we can fight each other. I get the winner, or, you know what I mean, something that just makes sense for myself and my career at this point.
Yeah.
Albert, since leaving Top Rank, have you been in discussions with anybody, PBC, Dazn, Matchroom, Probellum, any of those?
Yeah, we actually been talking to everybody. I got a few offers and stuff. I'm just want to get past Saturday. You know what I mean? Then we go in the second half of the year, or you know what I mean? About summertime, we probably lock in with somebody. It's just got to make sense. You know what I mean? I ain't really trying to jump on too much. So just jump out the window on the first offer. So we got some stuff going on, but it just got to make sense for me. You know what I mean?
So is it safe to say that since asking for your release, things have been going the way you envisioned them?
Yeah, everything's going pretty much according to how I thought. You know what I mean? Some fights got canceled going right after, because I probably would have fought twice by now. Being independent, but you know how it be. You know, you don't have that security when you're doing the independent, where you got the luxury of 3-4 backup opponents and stuff. But that's what I expected that. But pretty much things are going according to plan. I'm going ahead and get this win Saturday, and then we right back into these discussions and going from there.
That's what's up, man. I'm excited to see what comes next.
Now, talk to us about your fight Saturday. Obviously, it will be televised through Fight TV. Obviously, shout out to Vic.
Yeah, shout out to Vic Green. Got that together.
Vic obviously put the card down in Atlanta. It seems like that's been the go-to for a lot of promoters recently is Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Just talk to us about your fight this weekend, and what could we expect to see out of you? You've been out of the ring since August, correct?
Yes, correct.
So, what can we expect Saturday night?
Atlanta, man, we turned Atlanta up. Shout out to Vic. Vic was probably one of the first guys to actually try to open up the boxing scene in Atlanta before the big guys even got hip to it. Like, we've been fighting Atlanta for a few years now. So we coming back today. This will be my second fight down there. My first one was way before I was signed to Top Rank. So it feels I got a big following in Atlanta. It's like Black Hollywood, so you're going to see some fly stuff. I'm just getting ready, turn up. I'm definitely going for a knockout this fight, something I usually don't go for. So going in there, put on a performance, get this guy out of there, on to the next, and we're gonna turn Atlanta up. We're gonna bring everybody out. You got a lot of good attractions on the card for from the local area, and I think it's gonna be a great turnout and great streaming device. You know what I mean, on Fight TV and platform, and we're just looking forward to turning up Saturday.
I gotta ask, man, why would you go for the knockout? You just said it, like this is something you normally don't do. Why are you changing Albert Bell?
I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna box and stuff, but my hands just feel real good, and I don't really have usually I always have some type of injury going into a fight. Like, most fighters never come in 100%, but it's always some tweaks here and there in my hand where I don't feel fully confident in just throwing as hard as I need to, or babying it, or this and that. But right now I have none of them complications, and it's just while I'm staying busy, I'm ready to run up these knockouts. You know what I mean? Because that is what sells, and I need to get some more kills on my record. So this Saturday I'm gonna try to start a streak with this one.
Well, I got a couple of questions here from the people. First one coming from New Orleans. Rue in the 504 says, any word on who you'll be facing?
Yeah, I got. He's a tough guy from Colombia, like a 40-fight veteran. I can't call his name right off the bat, but he's a Colombian fighter. He's tough. Got about 25 knockouts on his record, stuff like that. But like right now, he's just really just staying busy,
All right. We have James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas, that asks, Kambosos versus Loma, who wins and how?
I got Lomachenko, probably about 7th, 8th round stoppage.
Wow.
I think he stopped Kambosos. Kambosos is a good fighter, but I got Lomachenko. I think it's just too much for him to deal with, and they not that. The height difference not too much, and he's not a big guy, so somebody around the same size as Lomachenko is just a straight up fighter like that throws a lot of punches, gonna open up a lot of gaps for Loma to pick. And I just think he's too much for him to deal with.
And what about Devin? Let me ask about Devin versus Kambosos. If that happens to happen,
I think Devin outboxes him. I think Devin wins as well by decision. I don't know if he stops him. I don't think he stops him, but I think he outboxes him very clean to give him a boxing lesson.
Now, Albert, you shared a training camp with Lomachenko, correct? Talk to us about that. If I'm not mistaken, it was in preparation for his fight with Nakatani, or was it the Coleman fight?
No, it was a Nakatani fight. I was the chief sparring partner for that camp. It was a great experience. We had good work like every day. We'd go at it. We'd get some real good work in. He does a lot of things that you have a strong mental for, or he'll break you down. So, and your mental got to be equally as strong to put some mental pressure on him, and it's a lot of things that you really can't too much share, but it was great work and a great opportunity, and we got major rounds in and went back and forth and had our days with each other, and it was great work and a great experience. I love to go back to camp with Loma anytime. I learned a lot with him.
How do you think Devin does versus Loma?
I think it'd be a good fight. It's with Lomachenko, you got to be in like your best shape that you possibly could be in. Devin's long and Gabas got a good jab. Loma is going to do a lot of things to put mental pressure on him and let his hands go. It'll be a good fight. They both my guys. I got both respect for them. I wouldn't pick a winner, but it'll definitely be a good and entertainment fight.
Tank Loma.
Tank Loma. Tank always got that factor of that one punch knockout power. Loma is very exclusive, very elusive, and puts a lot of pressure on him. So if he doesn't get like clipped early, I think he could put a lot of pressure on Tank that he starts getting to him later. It's one of those pick me fights. It's definitely a 50-50 fight. Just to be on the safe side and say that I give it a 50-50 fight, and it could go either way, determine on what happens early.
All right, well, Mr. Bell, those are all our questions. We want to thank you, obviously, for giving us an opportunity to get this interview with you. We know it's fight week, so you got your mind focused on the big win, but we appreciate you coming on the show, letting the world know a little bit about yourself and your upcoming fight and how they can watch it. If there's any tickets available, how can they purchase if they're in that Atlanta, Georgia area?
We should have some tickets at the door, hopefully. If not, you click the link in my bio. It takes you to the app, or you could purchase them through Cash App, through $Boxing, have them emailed to you. And any of the fighters in the local area that's on the card, they can also pull up and get them from them.
And please give out your social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at Albert Prince Bell, Twitter at Albert Bell 419, and on Facebook at Albert Prince Bell.
Yo, tell Vic I say we got to get that verification, man. That blue check at.
We working on it.
Oh wow.
They gave me one on one of the sites, so now they got to give me it on the gram. I don't know what they faking for.
Once you get that belt, they're going to want to check you up. Watch.
Yeah, it's all good. We ain't tripping about that. We certified, not verified. We ain't tripping.
Yo, I see you heavily into fashion, man.
Oh yeah, you gotta put that shit on. I mean, that's just everyday life, though. You know what I mean? Danny know what's up, but I don't know. I just always been like that. We like to look nice and stay fresh. That's just just a cultural thing, or where I'm from.
For sure. Hey, Albert, before we let you go, obviously I've reached out to him, but can you give us? I'm sure you've spoken to him. Can you give us just an update with Robert Easter? After what he went through, and just have you guys just anything he said, any updates? We've seen him posting, but I know you guys have that close relationship.
Oh yeah, he just he good, you know what I mean? It's just all about the mental recovery now, you know what I mean? He's expected to make a full recovery. It's a very unfortunate what happened and when we're down, you know what I mean? But that's life, and it's how people play out here, He just gotta But he's all right though. He just recovering, man. He just got to get his work on himself, get his mental back, and just, you know what I mean, just take it one day at a time till he's all the way back to where he needs to be. You know, prayers go out to him, thoughts go out to him. We be checking on him, up on him all the time. Right now, he's just chilling, enjoying his downtime, and just relaxing, man.
For sure, champ.
Well, thanks again, man, Mr. Bell, and we look forward to getting you back on after your win.
Thank man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Thank you.
All right, Albert.
There you have it,
Thank
ladies and gentlemen. Contender Albert Bell, live on the show.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.